What's up, nerds? I have a very important question for Rob.
I have a very important answer.
I just found this out. I didn't do any research into it. Maybe I should have. People were talking about this thing, law passed or executive order that was about transgender people.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on allowing transgender people to go in whatever bathroom they identify as, or whatever bathroom they feel most comfortable going in?
So you're saying, why isn't it okay for them to go into any bathroom they choose?
There's a transgender, I don't know the exact terms, but man to female, started as a man, transitioned to female, still has the hardware, and they want to go into the female's bathroom. Are they allowed? Is that okay?
In this day and age, yeah, I think it has to be okay, right? Because like, you can't tell somebody, you're not a female. Right. Yes, I am. Like, what are you gonna be like, drag them out? In this day and age, you kind of have to be okay with it.
And then you got people, women, saying, that's a man in the bathroom, I don't feel comfortable.
That would make sense. Would it be obviously a man though? What if it's like a transgender, but like looks like a female?
Who decides, all right, you're feminine enough looking to be in there? What happens if I say I am transgender and I walk right on into this female's bathroom at the airport?
Oh, and you just say you're transgender, but you just look like that.
Huh?
That's a good point.
Well, come on, dude, you're making a joke out of it. No, I'm not. Well, you don't even have no wig, you're not even trying to transition. This is my preference.
That scenario is so uncommon. Like, I don't think that's ever happened. Like, you're a girl, but you look like a guy, is what your transgender type would be.
And while it is rare, it's still not impossible.
Yeah, I feel like with the logic that we're saying, you can go right now and do that. It's a tough one. It's a tough question.
Okay, let's say I've never experienced being transgender, so I can't even imagine how difficult that must be, feeling like a different person than what you actually are. Because if I was, put myself in a female's body, I'd be like, but I really felt like, Rhino, whatever, instead of Rhina. That would be stressful. And then now I have to live with the fact that I gotta keep going to this bathroom. But is that as much of a hardship, using a bathroom, as many other hardships that other people face in this grand scheme of life? There's homelessness where they just had to go on the street. At least you get a bathroom to pick from.
I mean, that's a hard one. Like, you basically said it. Like, I don't even know. I feel like there's no right or wrong. Like, is that really an issue nowadays?
Like the bathroom is a really pressing issue.
I don't think there's a lot of people complaining about, oh, I think that was a transgender. I don't know how I feel.
In the bathroom, you just doing your own thing. You shouldn't even be looking at anybody. But then there's mothers out there with daughters, and when someone rolls in, I'm a girl, whatever, washing my hands, and then you roll up next to me. Sorry, this is the girl's bathroom.
Oh, no. It's she.
Okay. What? Is this a joke? Could you get out of here?
No, I just prefer to look like this.
I said this before. I had an Uber driver who was a man who had a dress on and a wig, no makeup. Like what we're explaining, which is a guy who made little effort to completely transition all the way. And they were talking to me, and they had a large Labrador in the other seat, which was random.
I think I was in this car.
Noah was there. And then they were talking about, oh yeah, buddy here always helps me pick up ladies and get girls and stuff. And I was like, excuse me, bro? Like, with all due respect, how does that make any sense? You are a man attempting to look like a woman, but likes women.
He had the deep voice too.
Maybe it was a guy that liked to do the drag stuff.
Oh, it wasn't even that.
How was she driving?
That you
How was she driving you guys?
Uber. My friend sent me a TikTok. They were like, this has to be satire. And it was this train, I don't know what to call, I don't know. Sorry. It said, or I told somebody that I identify as he, him, and then they told me that they identify as him, he. And apparently that's different.
Him, he, and he, him? How? How is that different?
And I bet you there are gonna be so many that don't know. They are different. Bruh. And I was like, oh man. And I thought it was a fun anecdote. Other thing is sports. What does it look like for the transgender community in sports? Can men compete? Going from men to female, they transition. I'm now a female. Now can I play in a women's sport?
No, I think they would have to have their own league or something.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, they would have to do that or something like that. Like transgender league. Is that messed up to put them in their own category? I don't think so, right?
I don't think you have enough. There's not enough.
Yeah, there wouldn't be enough. But yeah, there's been articles I remember of
wrestlers.
Wrestlers. No, exactly. Guys transitioning to girls and then compete like wrestling in the girl tournaments and then winning. And then it's like, well, like everyone has to be like, I guess she won. It's unfair, I think, right? It has to be unfair to a certain
100%. Now we're not even doing the whole feelings thing and I'm offended and be inclusive. Now you're literally, there's a reason that there's a men's league and a women's league. Me saying that I'm a woman and then going through a little bit of a reduction of hormones, whatever, I'm still always gonna be stronger than a woman. And if you deny that, then you're just denying reality. So at that point, you know, I think that's the end of the argument. But girls then try to compete with guys, they'll never be as strong. So I guess you could do that. Should it be required for movies and TV shows to have diverse casts?
What?
I believe it was a question was like that.
I don't think it should be required. I think the reason why people think it's required and why it's more common now is because people want to be included. We live in a soft world now where it's like, my type of people aren't in this movie. Why? Because the writers didn't write it like that. I don't know, but that's what I think.
I think that's fair.
Right?
I thought about this like, oh, The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. Usually, in all the seasons, it was mostly white people. Like, if you think about that.
Yeah.
And then this season they had the black bachelor. I think the season before they had the black bachelorette or something. Like, come on, like more inclusive. The reason probably didn't do a main black as the bachelor or bachelorette, probably because their audience or demographic maybe didn't. I don't know, like they didn't want to see that because their main demographic was white people and maybe they thought, oh, they won't relate or something. I don't know, but they're doing it now and it seems like it's just successful.
Yeah, I think especially nowadays, it's more brandable. It's safer that way to be on both sides. Like you don't have to worry about people hating the show or, you know what I mean? Because it's different than how it was, I don't know, 10 20 years ago, you know? It's so different now where it's like, it's almost common and mandatory, people would think, but
they would always at least include like the token black guy on the Bachelorette and stuff, and then he would at least make it to the 5th episode, and then they let him loose. But at least they give him
show that they cared. Yeah.
Yeah, I swear that's what they would do on the show. Yeah, so that's all the questions I got for you.